I'm in Denmark. That's nice. Okay, in full honesty, I'm actually back in Britain, but while I was making this video, I was in Denmark, so yeah, just so that we can avoid any confusion. But that's not what you clicked on this video for. Instead, we are here to talk about the wonderful world of gaming once again on this channel. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory if you already know what video gaming is. It's a celebrated medium worldwide, and it's not hard to see why. You can either step into the shoes of a character and interact through a world that is fictitious otherwise, or you can test your minds and think logically and outside of the box. That's why video gaming is such a heavily adaptable form of media, and it's no wonder why everyone loves it. I mean, it introduced the world to some classic gaming characters like Mario, Crash, or Sonic for instance, and also in the world of TV and films, it is not only parodied, but also sometimes used as a major plot point. I mean, seriously, why do you have a society built around video games, you sickos? But because video gaming is so that word, naturally, not everyone will agree about your personal opinion on certain aspects of gaming. Those underrated opinions, if you will. But I knew this was no easy task to cover, so for this video, I collaborated with 3 other YouTubers, Starfire321, Simptide, and Hero. And without further ado, let's just start the video, or shall we say, let's start it all the way back in Britain. Starfire, if you will.
Hi, I'm Starfire321, and today I'll be talking about my underrated video game opinions. My first underrated video game opinion comes from Just Cause 3. Just Cause 3 is one of my favourite games, and I thoroughly enjoy playing it, but one of the things that I say about it is that the grappling isn't the best. Now, I know the grappling looks very cool in the actual gameplay trailer, and it's a lot of people's favourite thing. However, I think that the grappling is not my favourite because of the fact that I find that it hinders the game progress for me. So, especially if I'm attacking an enemy, it slows me down when I have to grapple to get to them, and grappling at mountains, ledges, that sort of thing. So that's one thing that I'd say I wouldn't have enjoyed so much about Just Cause 3, but it's still a great game, so I recommend you do play it.
What's up, Blizzards? Hiroinskylands here to talk about my frankly amazing opinions, specifically of the game variety. What's that? No. Oh, thanks. I guess, I want to hear video contract. No cursing. That's a big yikers. Oh, I have to talk about uncommon opinion. Oh shit. So rats, yeah, they suck. Specifically of the electric variety. Yes, I'm talking about everyone's favorite, or, well, I don't want to say everyone's favorite, electric rat Pokemon. Pikachu. Oh god, the nightmares are coming back. So yeah, I hate this little puny rat. And honestly, I would not be upset if he died. First of all, he is everywhere. I don't care if he's the mascot of the goddamn whole video game franchise. I don't care if he practically owns the wireless part. He's everywhere. In Kmart, the kitchen, the shower. Not only is he everywhere, but he gets a stupid amount of special treatment. Not just in the games, but just everywhere. He's literally just Charizard on steroids. You seen Charizard getting 2 megas is bad? Jesus Christ, you haven't seen anything yet. There are literally too many Pikachu variants that I can't even count it off in a timely manner. It's ridiculous. And you, like, I just hate Peach. I just stop.
Okay, it is supposed to be Simptide next, but he told me that he's running a bit late today, so I might as well do my first entry in the meantime. Mario Kart and F-Zero are both of Nintendo's most respected racing video game series. Both of these video game franchises help expand the definition of the racing genre, with Mario Kart introducing the concept of kart races, and F-Zero introducing the more extreme version of racing games, something that will inspire later racing games down the line.
Listen to me! They're after me, okay? I've hijacked Imaginators' channel in order to get this message across. The opinion police, they're hunting me because I have terrible takes on video games. If I just dump all of the evidence here on Imaginators' channel, maybe I can get her scot-free. There's no time! Hurry! First take!
Why is this game so generally disliked?
I know that people hated the racing segments, which is A, a sentiment I'll never get, and B, not a reason to entirely discourage the enjoyment of this game. Because some people genuinely do that, and like what you want to like. No one cares, except for the police that are ruthlessly hunting me right now. Superchargers as a game is extremely well made. I have encountered little to no glitches while playing through it. The story is impeccable. The art style, great. A lot of the characters brought in were awesome. And look, I'm just gonna say it right here. This is a sub hot take. Roller Brawl deserved it more than Chop Chop. Much more. I actually fell over that. A lot of the things that people dislike about Superchargers, like the vehicle segments, are things that I like. So, maybe I'm just weird. No! Okay, stop! I'll try and contact this channel later!
Okay, is the camera rolling now? Okay, I don't know what just happened. My iPad just blacked out, but it's rolling again, so should be all good. I only have one game from both of these franchises. I only have Mario Kart 8 and F-Zero GX, but out of both of them, I take F-Zero GX any day. Now, that does not make Mario Kart 8 a bad game in any way. In fact, far from it. The tracks are absolutely super imaginative, and they're bursting with great graphics and amazing color palette choices, and they always bring something new to the table. The character selection is just off the wall, and it's a very fun game to play with friends. My problem with Mario Kart 8 though is the lack of strategizing when you play the game. Like, sure, you can customize your vehicle, but the trouble is that it doesn't really change much for me personally. It only slightly degrades or improves the good handling of a car, and that's it really. And also, the only amount of strategizing I actually end up doing in the game is thinking about the right moment when to use my power-ups. But for me personally, once I got the gist and the basic control scheme of Mario Kart 8, there just really wasn't much challenge beyond that. F-Zero on the other hand though is seriously challenging. When I often play F-Zero GX, I always think of it like a bit of a brain puzzle, but just taken in a form of a racing game. For instance, the boost pads in the game actually matter for the first lap, as your standard boost in your vehicle isn't available until the second lap. So it's really vital that you get through these boost rings so that you can climb up to a higher position. And then the second lap, it is very important to not spam your boost, and you must think of key points as to when you need to use a boost. It's, for me, that just stimulates my brain. In fact, it's even stimulating my brain right now as we speak. And another advantage that I have to F-Zero generally is the fact that Nintendo actually bothered to create descriptions for each of the races. Like, sure, Mario could do without any character description, because most characters in Mario are iconic, save for a few. The natural charm of Mario Kart 8 is really its selling point. the thing is that with the descriptions added to these otherwise fairly obscure races, it actually makes me care about these races, and I know I've said this already in the channel, but it just makes me sad every time Octoman dies. I just generally prefer F-Zero GX over Mario Kart 8. Both are great games, it's just F-Zero GX always had that special place in my heart for teaching me that there's always a new way to adapt an age-old existing genre, and it's generally quite a fascinating brain puzzle to me. Simptide is unfortunately still not able to join us, so I guess we might as well move on to Starfire321 again.
Another video game opinion is that FIFA 22, I have a few about career mode. So first of all, the Creator Club career mode. This is one of my favourite modes on FIFA. It was really good. I was so excited when it got introduced. It was a really good addition to the series, and made for a nice change in career mode. You could create your own club and manage them to glory. I've done this several times, and I like to do several different experiments with my team. One thing I'd say about Creator Club career mode is that on PC you can get downloadable mods such as realism mods and advertising mods with sponsorship for your clubs, and I think this should happen on FIFA 22 for console, because console players do not have the ability to access this feature. Another video game opinion I think is that FIFA 22 career mode, some people don't like the manager negotiation. I know people that complain about the manager negotiations, how hard it is to get a player that you want to get. Sometimes you don't get the player you want to get because the deals failed or the money isn't high enough. But sometimes, or most of the time, I've experienced it. I've got my player no matter how much money I put in. So I think sometimes it's just down to the game itself and sort of the code inside the game. So with FIFA, you've probably got like a code which determines whether you score or whether you don't score. And I feel that FIFA 22, the code has kind of affected whether you get a player or not in your transfer window as a manager when you try and buy it from a club. Because when you try and buy a player, whether it's just they say no or they say the offer's too low, reconsider, and stuff like that. But I think sometimes they just outright say yes, and it's a pleasure having done the deal. So I think it's down to that. But I would like to see maybe less of that and more opportunities. That if it's possible, if they could, like, you know, maybe if it's something to do with the code, EA could rewrite it so that you have a higher chance, a higher success rate getting the player you want. And finally, in FIFA, I feel that you should be able to, as a manager, you have the option in career mode to bypass training sessions. I don't think this should be an option. I think it should be compulsory to do every training session, because, you know, you can set them up yourself when you do them, and you can train different players and utilize them. It helps utilize them in different areas when your gameplay, so that, you know, they become better and your team is ultimately better, because their rating goes up, so they play better. But I do believe you should have, like, it shouldn't be an option to bypass games, because every training session is important, and I believe that if you do this, your players will become better, so it ultimately benefits you.
My next very good opinion is Superchargers stealth level isn't that bad. My main reason for thinking this is just that, well, she's just not how Stealth Elf normally plays. See, Stealth Elf is normally a fast, speedy character. Everyone knows that. Or at least the two people who are still in the Skylanders community. So yeah. And in Superchargers, they wanted to really change her up. And honestly, I don't blame them. They did like 6 Stealth Elves before this. Like, honestly, I don't blame them for wanting to switch it up. But that resulted in them giving her a badass new design with a full cannon and an epic suit. Now, don't get me wrong, this looks awesome. And I think most people could agree with that. But everyone hates this part, just this part of the design, because of what it did to her moveset. While I prefer normal Stealth Elf over Super Short Stealth Elf, I don't think Super Short Stealth Elf is bad in any way. It's just different from normal Stealth Elf. And the problem is everyone likes Stealth Elf. Well, again, the two people in the Skylanders community still. You know. So, they put her on the portal for 5 minutes, took her off the portal, and then, well, put it down figuratively. and sometimes literally. Oh God, there was so many orphans. Anyway, can I leave now? Simp? Hello? Iona? Oh, shit.
Meanwhile.
Hey there, guys. I'm trying to hide myself pretty well. Time to talk about my thoughts on Pokemon.
YoKaiWatch and Pokemon are often compared, but YoKaiWatch trumps it in so many regards. It is not funny, it has no BSEV training, it has way cooler influence, it's not tedious, and it's actually got a decent difficulty curve. In YoKaiWatch, you play a minigame to find yokai by searching with the lens or by using the Crankakai. Rare yokai aren't actually shiny, but rather different creatures having the same form as another, like Reunite, a fusion-based yokai between Helmsman, an Armsman, and Corpton, the rare version. Yokai are graded on skill via E ranks to S ranks, which makes it more fun competitively, as you can never use more than 2 S or A ranks in an online battle team. You find them in the overworld, the soundtrack, dare I say, slaps just as hard as Pokemon, and it never feels like it's trying too hard, and the stories are wacky and lighthearted, yet serious in key points, and that really sells it. In summary, these are my worst opinions, and what was that?
Stop right there, Simp. The opinions are gone.
Hero? Oh no! He likes Pokemon, and I don't! It's like
Pay the quarterfinal, sir, listen. Your opinions are garbage.
You know, I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone do this yet, considering that all of us in this collaboration are SkyTubers, past or present. But now that I'm here, I might as well say unpopular Skylanders opinion that I have. Wait, it says, wait, a new notification. Wait, sorry, let me just check that. Whoa, you hijacked my channel? What? Opinion police. Because I have terrible takes on video games. I mean, same here.
I know that people hated the racing segments, which is A, a sentiment I'll never get, and B, not a reason to entirely discourage the enjoyment of this game.
I agree, the racing segments actually bring variety to a game, so I agree with you.
YoKaiWatch and Pokemon are often compared, but YoKaiWatch trumps it in so many regards. It is not funny, it has no BSEV training, it has way cooler influence, it's not tedious, and it's actually got a decent difficulty curve.
Well, I agree with you out of default, because I've never even played any Pokemon game, whereas I actually watched the YoKaiWatch cartoon on Cartoon Network. Also streamed to and watched a banger. Build a supernatural entourage. You can talk to the spirit. I'm glad no one was outside looking at me. Hey kid. Hey guys, look. It's a random person. Your opinions are very interesting. May I be listening? Well, it turns out that random person wants to join the collab, so hey, why not? You can come in, buddy. Why, thank you, my fellow masked man. I shall enter with legitimacy. So, what's your name, sir? Oh, please, sir. Just call me Agent 071546789694543321. I owe you 25. And you are under arrest. What? Me? But in this channel, everyone's open to any opinions. Well, unfortunately, there's been a change of management. Shit. Hey, where'd you go? Yeah, boss. The perpetrator just escaped from my sight. I shall begin the search immediately. Well, hello guys. I'm back in Britain. Yeah, I need to explain. Because, I'm now a convicted felon of the opinion police, I had to go into this here safe house. So yeah, this video took longer than it should. Anyway, I thought while the tape is still rolling, I might as well give my last controversial opinion of the day. And as I've realized now, it's actually another Skylanders one. Yeah, Simptide made one about Superchargers, Hero made one about Supercharged Stealth Elf, and yeah, this was a very opinion that inspired me to make this video. So here goes. Chain reaction, I don't know whether he's a good Skylander or a bad Skylander, as I never really own him, but my god, his design just gives me such a bad impression. Now, many people say that his design is amazing. Crash the Skylands, SGTV, Ignite the Fire. In fact, in particular with the last one, Ignite the Fire said that he looked like something that would come out of Transformers. Which, okay, fair point, there are some Transformers that look very similar to Chain Reaction. My problem is that, at least with the Bayformers designs, I kind of feel that it has its own novelty. Though Transformers design, or at least the Autobots design, feel the same to me. And they each look unique, but Chain Reaction for me though? The best way I can describe Chain Reaction's design is that he's just a bland and unoriginal mess of parts thrown together and slapped and called a design. I swear they just made him this design so that they can fill a space for Sensei for the tech element. But when you have a medieval robot beside you as one of your other new Senseis, then this design just feels like a petty excuse. Now, I know many people absolutely love Chain Reaction's design, and I get that. I'm very glad that you see value in this design. I just personally never really liked it whatsoever, and that's why I've never even bothered getting Chain Reaction's figure. If I ever get him, I might be surprised that he might be good in game, but for the time being, he's kind of a pass for me. So yeah. Oh. Ugh. They found me. You again? It took you a horrible lot of time to find you. But now that you're here, the perfect thing to do is to bring you to justice. Now I know that's a lot to take in, kid. But you are a fugitive. I'm only just following my orders. I'm not standing for this any longer. Going for the target. I caught it. My ear defenders. Oh no. I'm immune to controversial opinions. Okay, here's some controversial opinions for you. I think Coke and Pepsi is equally good. You can't say that. It's either one or the other. Uncle Grandpa was actually quite a good show. No. You can't be doing this. In my opinion, I'm sorry. I know many people love this movie, but I really despised The Northman. It's too much for me to bear. That was pretty weird. Well, I guess this wraps up this video. I want to thank my collaborators for this video, Simptide, Starfire321, and Hero. if you love YouTube shorts, then I definitely recommend you to Starfire321. In fact, me and him recently made a parody of a film Napoleon Dynamite, but just set in Britain. So make sure to check that one out as well. If you love quality gaming content, and also some well-written and well-paced reviews, then I recommend you to Hero in Skylands, or just Hero. And finally, you wonder where this music is coming from. Do you know why it sounds so epic and so legendary? Well, the thing is, that is from Simptide, and he makes amazing music, amazing memes, amazing videos in general. So make sure to go check him out. Remember that I'm always open to any opinions. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.